name it. This man done it on the face of the earth. Yeah. And this is the picture we have up in the house and thing, and everybody here in the name of Jesus and in the name of that and all kind of thing. About this man with the nice stretch out hand and yeah, murderers where you come. Yeah, rapers where you come. Yeah, bandits where you come and wait them. So when you see this and when you see this picture and all and you're watching this and thing, like you just continue doing the wickedness. You continue doing because see again, this picture have no effect on it when you watch somebody who say to be ruling over somebody and this picture is a walk over and that was not seen walking over the things and will never stop because of this image here, this homosexual, right? So that one with the show, now here. So now we get one of the description how Christ. How we here look, right? So now and his beard, right? So now you see now that this is not I know because this man here on his face here is straight, right? There's not no woolly here, right? So let me go to the and as we forget now, you say eyes were like red, like a flame of fire, right? So when we check back and all too in the scriptures and all too, right? It's like Christ was drinking a lot of wine and things. So even as a goatee, you can call him wine, the wine baby, because every man they like always be seeing Christ drinking, but Christ was no drunk, right? So as we see again, on who is the king? So yes, we could wear gold too. Yes, we could drink, but as you see again, we hadn't no limit as we drink. And if you know somebody might be drinking 3 beers and after that, you know. Your spirit is change and thing, and you know you start to get violent, you start to be rude, you want to fight and thing. You know your limited street, don't go beyond that because what's going on, you will start to stick on different spirit as you drink and get more drunk and thing, right? So again, Christ was thing, and this is the king and all too. So if the king was drinking, we saying that if somebody don't want to drink, all well with them if they don't want to drink. But at the same time, you can't tell nobody that hey, you can't drink because this is our king here, Christ in the Bible. He was drinking, right? When you watch the facial features that Christ and all too, Christ had beard on his face. So when you watch the Christian church, and watch all them pastors and them and them the people leading, we say if they say they're following after Christ, we black leaders and them following after Christ. All these Christian leaders always some smooth face so and then. If you take water or something, so the water just run straight down. Now, if I take water and throw it on my bed now, that water going on steady. But you take water now and throw it on your face, that water that's going to run off your face because why? They're not following the law of the Most High, right? So when you check back, give me Leviticus 19 and it's 27.
19 and 27?
Yeah.
Oh. The book of Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 27. Ye shall not wrong the corners of your head, neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard.
So this is where we talk about it, like when we check back now, this all this here is the corners and thing, right? And all coming around here, right? So now for you know not to have no corners and thing, meaning that hey, men clean shaven the face. So for that to stay, your corners that they say that mean you must have beard on your face. It's just like a football field and thing, right? The corners are the thing now we will meet up where we will join, right? So they have 4 rectangle, that football, right? A football field, right? So you have 1, 2 corners meeting up again, and after you have another again, next one, you come at all the 90 degrees meeting up, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, right? So for that was not to take place, you wouldn't have no 90 degrees to get no corners on them, right? So the same thing now with the same about the corners are your bed on them, right? So for you not to have no thing on your bed is because they're clean shaven your bed. So we have 2 things following there now, right? So we're not supposed to be clean shaven the face, right? So that one, right? And then after now, when we have a bed and all too, we're not supposed to be lining up with bed and thing, right? So, if we want, we could groom the bed, if you want to like go where the bed go, you just want to neaten it up and level it up and thing, you could do that and thing, right? But the But the line up at the bed, that is not the Messiah thing, right? So if you have been going in scripture, Christ was keeping the law, how a man's facial features should be looking and all too. And so I said, you know, again now, when you watch a man now, you can know, hey, this man really keeping the facial features, how a man should be looking, and Christ was keeping that. So what today with the Christian pastors and them, they're looking like, yeah, you know, looking masculine and monster or something, as they just saying they love Christ and thing. They love the white man, and that who they're following. They're following this and all, they're following this, right? This is what they're following today, and thing, right? The devil. Go ahead.
Right. Verse 28. Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you.
That was it on the. Yeah. Let you go back to Revelation 1 and, and 14, 15.
The book of Revelations, chapter 1 and verse 14.
No, give me 15 because you know explain 14.
And verse 15. And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace, and his voice as a sound of many waters.
So now, right? So now there's two parts coming in here now, right? So it's saying and his feet like unto fine brass, as if it's burning a furnace, right? So when we watch brass now, brass is like a color brown, right? So that one part now, and then after now they go on to say like if it's burning a furnace now, right? So meaning that, you know, it will look like it will get darker or it will be dark itself, right? So that's like the, you know, and all too, like, all right, Christ is darkened complexion, right? And thing, right? So when we watch it day, now again, this is not adding up, right? And think there's no part of a white man's body today is brown, right? So we just go to view the first part and all say like brass. There's no part of this man's body or the white man's body this color. So now when we go in the scriptures and things, how we could be thinking this, because you know why we just sit down in the Christian church and the Christian pastor just keep on just going on telling us that stories and all kind of thing and not going in the scriptures and just keep on to tell you stories and when you hear the idea again, you just come out of the Christian church week after week and the same thing you keep on doing, and you ain't have known yet your King Christ. And in the Hebrew, Yahushai is a black man, right? And this is the destruction of the Christian church again, right? So we people and all too, right? So now knowing like, hey, you know, like all these young brothers coming up knowing that, hey, you know, Christ is a black man and thing, you know, like, yeah. And thing, you know, the greatest and the powerful man in the face is a black man and thing, you know, yeah, you know what? We go a hope and thing, right? But when they put this now and thing, and this is everybody here, this is everybody's putting now, and you see in this now, and then after now you see any destruction of the white man and thing. We will turn away from the Bible, knowing that, hey, this is the same Christ is a white man. And then after now when you check back what white people do in slavery and thing, right? And then you feel we want to go in that Bible, but no, the Bible is a black man. The Bible is a black man book. There's no way in this Bible. This Bible is white. You will see what all the other nations and them do. You will see what the white man do, we all kind of, but the whole Bible is black. So too all these other prophets, King Solomon, King David, right, Samson, right, all these things, Jeremiah, all these prophets and them are black men in the Bible. Paul, Peter, all these men were black men in the Bible, right? So as we go through that thing now, so you know, like, so again now we see like, you know, how the masculine appearance, how Christ had, right, and thing, right? So now, again now, when they go in the Christian church now, they give you this feminine spirit again, right? So now again, we're gonna see like how Christ was dealing with people and all in the scriptures and all too, right? So we'll go to Matthew 10 and verse 28.
Book of Matthew, chapter 10 and verse 38.
Verse 28.
Verse 28. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
So, when we go back again, so this is Christ talking again, right? And I see again, right? So you see, like, all they like to talk about nice about Christ and thing, right? So hear what Christ and all, hear what Christ saying, you know, too, and this is who we like, you know, this directing to the Most High, right? So what this right and what the Spirit of Christ coming with you and thing, right? And this is the Spirit the Most High he talking about here, right? So what this right and fear not that him which should kill body, right? So yeah, it have people out here could kill you and thing. We're not saying no, right? So you're not denying it and all, right? So it have people here could kill you, the police could kill you, your neighbor could kill you, right? And thing, right? Being in the I.S.U.P.K, being in the I.S.U.P.K and coming out and talking to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians know that Christ is a black man and Christ come for you all and Christ ain't come for the other nations and them. Yeah, other nations will want to kill us now, but now we're going to start to wake up with people and all too, right? So yeah. So again now and then after now when you check back now, like in the world, you would think like the most hated people in the world might be drug dealers and might be police and politicians, but no, the most hated men and them in the world right now is the men in the I.S.U.P.K. Coming back the preacher righteous, still people waking up with people, letting people know that hey, we're not supposed to be marrying each other, we're not supposed to be marrying these other nations, and we're not supposed to be taking part in things that the world, Christmas and Easter and Carnival and all these things, because all these things that's doing is just getting with people weaker and weaker, right? And destroying people while these other nations just getting more powerful and ruling over we and doing wickedness. So now one thing, yeah, these people, these other nations in the world and even all these other, like we other brothers and all who is following the other nations and them and all too. The world want us there, but your Christ continue to say right now, right? But are not able to kill the soul, right? But rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body, right? So in hell, right? So now this is again now what the Christian church do tell people that hey, when you die and thing is come back and you face the earth, right? And this is the thing where like what the world now this push and thing, hey, I have one life to live and thing, hey, yeah, boy, let me go and sleep with 3 women, let me go and get drunk, let me go and rob your brother. Let me go and, boy, I mean, like how you talk, let me go and put a gun and shoot off your head and thing, right? But the Christian church and thing, hey, when you do all these things on them, right? You come back right here on the face of the earth, right? And when you come back on the face of the earth and all too, this is where the Most High, again, as I say again, you're doing wrong, he could wipe you out right there back then and all too, or he could wait and then after and come back and destroy you. Make it when you do come back and when you talk about like destroying your soul, you can get you blindness when you come back, you get blindness, you get schizophrenia and all these things. You come back with all these things on them, and then you want to know. So just imagine you come back and thing, and you come back on the face, and then you want to know why everybody born no problem with that child and thing, and you know you have all these problems and things, yeah, because again, where you do in the past life and where Christian pastors wasn't telling you that hey, we have to keep the Most High laws, because if we don't keep these things, we could pay the penalty and for not keeping the Most High laws and this is it here. We could pay the penalty for not keeping it. They could even miss we and all too. We could miss and it could go to the children and all. They could go to the children and all too, right? So this is what he's saying, and the Most High saying, don't fear them man thing, right? Fear them who could take away both body and soul. So just imagine, you could come back, born with schizophrenia, born blind. Then after now, some men, we just say this and all too again, with some men, you come back and you feel sad youth. You're growing on you know, you reach age now to grow on a smallie. And thing, right? So, you know, and thing, right? And now you're realizing now, hey, your private part can't stand up and thing. And think this is all the Most High doing and punishment and if you say for breaking the Most High law. Blacks, Hispanics and Native Indian man. And thing, right? So we blacks, Hispanics, man, and Native Indian man, we need to come back to the Mosai laws and keep the Mosai laws. Because again, if we don't do these things, these things that we now read in the scriptures and go Christ and all that, you know, and all too, these things could come back to you and all too, right? And it will come back to you if you don't keep the Mosai laws and start it on judgments and them, right? It won't be for the other nations and then the Mosai will destroy them. They will go into captivity, go into slavery and things. So what Christ warning you all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Christ don't want to see you and these problems and them when he come back and he feels that you're ruling and things. Christ don't want to see you, his people dealing with this. This is for the other nations and them for them to get all these things. There's the wickedness for these other nations. But if again blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian man they decide to follow the other nations and them, well, you will join them with the sufferation and them. We're coming on the face of the earth, right? So this is again how Christ like, you know, one thing, hey, don't be fain, man, on the face of the earth. Come, fear the Mosai, fear the man who gave your life, who could take it away from you and thing, who could put pressure on you when you die and even come back and all, who could when you come back miss you. They can make you miss and put the punishment on your children and things. So okay, say, hey, don't wait name. Don't study about them politicians and them. Don't study about the pastors and them. Study about the Mosai and the laws and things. The black, Hispanics and Native Indian man, right? You give me Matthew 10 and verse 34.
Book of Matthew chapter 10 and verse 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I come not to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance.
Hold on. So when we read, right, verse 34 and think not I am come to send peace on earth, right? I came not to send peace, but with a sword, right? So again, the Christian church like in the name of Jesus and thing, right, and put out your hand and like wait name set a high five up in the air, or like you know like the put out in the name of Jesus, like if you're going and dead and they have mercy on me and all kind of thing. You hear this scripture, you hear how Christ coming out of his mouth and saying, you know Christ saying out of his mouth and thing, think not I come for peace, Christ ain't come for peace and thing. Christ come to kill, right? Christ come to destroy the other nations and also the black, Hispanics and Native Indian men and all who don't want to hear the Mosai laws. Christ is coming and all to destroy you all and all too, right? And thing too, right? So again, the Christian church now reading these scriptures and them again, they go and pull the Psalms 23 and thing, right? And the love thy brother as thyself and they doing self-understand all these things and all too again. So they doing self-understand the Psalms and them and all too again too. And thing too. And again, like go and pull the scriptures, you know. What goes in here, think though the fire is there and pull all these nice things and them and they don't self-understand again. But again, so they will pull all them things, they will pull all them scriptures, they still don't understand. But you know they're not going to they ain't going to pull these and they ain't going to pull these. Some people might be never himself hear about these scriptures the whole entire life and all too in the script in the Bible and all too too. They himself know about these scriptures and all too. Because why? Again, if they read the scriptures and all too again, they will wake up people now and the black Hispanic man, Native Indian man will know, hey, we have to keep the Mosai law and Christ is not no joke and things. Because you see we're coming out and they see again when they watch this now. This is what we feel. This is what we watch this and all. And we have this is what we feel in this niceness and thing, yeah, we can go and do everything and go forgive we and all kind of thing, right? And if we don't stop and thing. This is the thing, but this go tell you, yeah, no see you go ahead and continue. When Carnival come back every year, Ash Wednesday go and repent, and when the Christian church keep on setting up Carnival and all the people don't know and all too. Every year Carnival come around, Ash Wednesday is the right name. Before Ash Wednesday could come, is the Christian church what is set Carnival, and all people don't know and all too. Them is the ones who set Carnival, whether Monday and Tuesday, whatever date it is, and then after Dash Wednesday and things. So they want them, the Christian churches want to set him cannibal. So them is the Christian churches want to make you sin again. And again, they will not go in the scriptures on them and make you feel like, you know, Christ is this nice person. When Christ is a nice person too, but Christ is very dread, just like the Most High. And Christ is the Most High. Out of all the sons on the face of the earth, he is the son that Christ the Most High loved the most. So if Christ is the son of the Most High loved the most, if he will have the Most High Spirit on him the same way, to be nice to people and also to destroy people when they go against and things. So that's right. Like how the Most High punish we for not keeping the laws, and we went through and we going in all the slavery and keep on warning we and all these things and things. The same thing coming. So now Christ is coming out to do the same thing again. So if you don't want to follow the Most High, if you don't want to follow the Most High laws and come and rule the king and be nice with the king and rule the earth with the king and enjoy and in peace and thing, this is what will happen if you don't want to do that again. And this is you're going to see the destruction of the wrath of Christ and all too with the power of the Most High, right? Came at 35.
Verse 35. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law.
Right. So now, again, like that, you see all these things coming out against what? You know, you see that different spirit of Christ again now too again, right? So vengeance and thing coming in here and things. So if you don't think, what you're going on here and all too. So what Christ is and all too again, right? As long as people start to come to Christ, a lot of enemies, you'll start to pick up a lot of enemies and things. A lot of people are going to start to let you go on to that same sister in the house and thing. You have 3 sisters and one sister decide, hey, now she really deciding to come to Christ and thing now, and now she other sisters who are she husband, she horning she husband and thing, or we say that they adultery and thing, and keeping a set of secrets and all kind of thing. Now she go like, you know, hey, you see that way you're doing it, and think that wrong way you're doing and thing. I don't know. So now she's putting on the spirit of Christ, and she said now she's not taking part and covering up for she sister with she wickedness. Now they're saying, like go to another scene and now the same sister again, she sister dressing like her, how she used to maybe dressing like her whole and thing, revealing all she self, showing all she legs in public. We say no, a woman can look sexy, but a woman sexy is for she self in she house or for she husband and thing, right? Not for the general public and thing, right? So women when you want to look sexy and thing, look sexy for yourself in the house or look sexy for your husband and thing, but not for you to be showing all cleavage out in the public and thing, showing all your legs. So when a man really see you and thing, that man thinking about really all he just thinking about is what he's seeing in front of you, just what he's seeing and thing, right? And that really is sex and thing. And then after now when you do now, there's the man thing, you know, you realize, wait now. There's the monster I married, and same thing was going on with fellas and all when you do go and thing now, because that way you're seeing and thing, he wasn't looking forward, or he wasn't looking forward to even change a woman to say, hey, I really don't like the way and you're bringing all the knowledge to she, so now she could pick up that now and change herself and things. So this is all these things now, when what Christ saying here and thing, right, we see now, for variance against his father and daughter against her mother, and daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law and all kind of thing, right? So this is all the different things now. When you start to come to Christ and thing, this is all the different spirits and thing now you're coming back to the most, and it's now you know other people's spirit now gonna have a problem with you and things. So now there's this sister now, when she used to be walking down the road with leggings and all kind of thing, now she get to understand that hey, leggings are underwear and think that you're really something you should be inside your house with, or leggings is something like hey, you want a long just time be transparent or something, you go pour on that and thing. Now again now she know that hey, leggings is not for you to be walking out in public and thing, right? And thing. So now hey, I know when that now she had her sisters but that you could stay there and just how you want and thing, and you will start to see falling out and all kind of the same brother now go pull up a brother and say, boy, let me go and smoke a little kush, let me go and smoke a little weed and thing, and I know what, hey, nah boy, I I done away with that boy. I think I said, but what to you, boy? Like, where's that one, boy? What you moving away from? He say, and things so whatever and thing, right? And this is all the things what Christ coming to bring here and thing. So that falling out with your friends, your brothers, your neighbors, your and all these other people are wrong here and thing. And now you start to you start to pick up a new family, right? And the only family that on the face of the earth today for black, Hispanics, and Native Indian is the I.S.U.P.K under command in general. Well, now we're going to start to see righteous brothers now, and now we're seeing that light and thing. We know what our brothers want to follow and thing in that way, right? So again, now you're seeing all the different spirits again. When coming back to Christ with the Christian church, you're seeing the masculinity spirit, you're seeing the vengeance spirits and thing, right? Seeing the spirit when you're not keeping the laws and thing, what going to happen to you and all kind of thing. So again, they only push this nice way about Christ and thing. When Christ is not only nice in the scriptures, Christ is also very cruel and all too. And when that time comes, you're going to see the cruelness time because it's showing in the scriptures and in time to come you'll see it and all too. And all, right? Came Matthew 15 and 14.
Book of Matthew chapter 15 and verse 14. Let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch.
Right. So other kind of laugh about this, right? So let them alone that they be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind leaders be the blind, both shall fall into the ditch and thing, right? So when we check back to day now, what happening and thing, right? So now you're seeing now all over American thing, you're seeing brothers now since 1969. You see them with brothers with fringes and thing, ribbon and blue, fellas and them looking masculine, having beard on the face, looking right, thing and right. Then after now, you seeing brothers coming together all on the streets and thing, waking up the people and thing, right? And now what? Oh, sorry. Yeah. So now when you watch them now, it's like, hey, them brothers and them in cult and thing, right? And when the brothers are really talking the truth to the people and thing and letting them know, hey, Christ is a black man. That man you have in your house. That man is a Roman, he's a homosexual, he's a pedophile and thing. You don't want to hear that and thing. Because why? Again, it's because the same Christian leaders and them not going in the scriptures and not bringing out the truth there and thing, right? Again, so the same thing. So when you watch again now, these brothers and them, they keeping the Most High feast days, the Passover, the Feast of Tabernacles, the Feast of Trumpets, the Feast of Dedication, and all kind of thing. I tell you, hey, them thing where you keeping there, them thing is man-made, them thing is not at the Most High. The Most High eat all these things and them. And now you looking like, hey, what madness you talking? You can tell me what thing by Christmas is the nicest thing on the face of the youth and thing when that never would deal by the Most High. When you go in the scriptures and all, Christmas is in the Bible and the Most High eat it and things. So now you're looking like, you know what? Now we talking the truth, but we getting hate and the Christian church line and then them getting all the love. But die with the blind leading the blind there right now and go fall into that. So now all these people and them again when the Christian church again 7 days of the week or you know Saturday is the 7th day of the week, but things are 7 and or Sunday. Alright, and Sunday is the 7th day of the week, right? And thing and you see it for yourself. And I can't think and all these other sorts of things again too. Or you reading scriptures again, a man not supposed to be sleeping with the next man wife and thing, right? And then after now when you check back again, a woman feel now way. Me like how he talking to me like the way how he just treat me if I decide to get right with your husband and find out all the things you're doing wrong or what you don't like about your husband and two I could come together and wait them and say, hey, I'm gonna leave you and go and be with your next fella who get sweet talk and you go and commit adultery. All these things your Christian leaders. So again now, and this is where the I.S.U.P.K bringing back all these knowledge to people that hey, a man, a woman, a woman when she man home and they call and come and Lord, that is your wife and thing, right? And even woman that is your husband and thing. Now when the Christian put telling you that hey, that legal thing when they coming with that I.U.P.K coming down on that marriage and thing. So the Christian Jews is really causing people to sin because now when them some people now them same people now have a little falling out and thing, they never come back together and not knowing that was a man wife they and all too. That's the idea I don't like traveling with a brother and all too, and he telling me, hey, boy, what? I said, but why you see you? He said, boy, well, me and that girl thing me and fall out and me and she done all kind of thing. I said, boy, you're done. I said, nobody that you I said, you know that your wife, right? So like, no, what do you mean that your wife? I said, well, ain't you sexing the woman and how long is sexing? She said, well, maybe I have 4 years, 5 years now I sexing. I said, no, that your wife. I think that not really the Christian church tell you that way that is sin you're doing there and thing, but that your wife under the most side. So like say yeah, but when I was kinda hear about this thing but I wasn't sure and thing, I say, well yeah, that is your wife and the same thing again. So again the blind leading the Christian pastors don't know about the most high Bible, but the dumb dogs and as the scripture say, and now again we people that's following the Christian pastors are like headless chicken that's walking all about and they know nothing going on and they're sinning against you people. And now when we black brothers and them now come on the streets and bringing all these noise, we looking like madmen on the face of you, but we go continue looking like madmen because we know these madmen are them. And then as long as we keep any most high laws, as long as we coming back to that righteousness, we loving thy brothers thyself, keeping the most high laws, we're going to be rocking with our King Christ under the power of the Most High, and thing, right? So let the blind lead the blind, and thing, right? So again, continue going in Christian church celebrating Christmas, and thing. Let pastor look smooth, let water run off his face, normal, when no water not supposed to be running off his face, when that water running should just be sticking on his bed, and all these things that they say again how Christ are image how he was looking, how Christ are, that spirit of masculinity, that spirit of authority, that spirit of fear, the Most High and all kind of things. So you see all the different attributes of Christ as you say again, right? And thing and let you know who you should be following and things to Christ giving you Christ glad, hey, don't think blind leading the blind. Well, wait till this man, wait till they really talking about and thing. Christian, if your pastor can't say come out the Christian church because he should be able to answer these questions for you. And thing, right? Yeah. I think we can't say it ain't making no sense. Come to the place where we go answer all questions, and that's why the I.S.U.P.K there's blast every Christian church on the face of the earth. And thing, you ever realize any Christian church just say, hey, them Christian pastor, the 7 days pastor going against and saying bad about the Catholic pastor, saying thing about the Church of Christ pastor and thing. All of them in the same with them congregation, all of them went and get the same knowledge and thing. Them knows everything what going on and thing. And again, them there's they take gain and take your money with nice life and big up themselves and big up the white man. And while you just to the bottom again, not coming out from where it is, not learning the Most High laws, and hell and destruction right through to you and thing, and not making it come out these state ways. Because why? These Christian pastors are blind, and the same people against following them are blind too, right? So you need to come out the Christian church, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian. These are the nations and them could stay there, right? We is not to be in no Christian church. These churches been destroying people for a very long time, right? So give me John 8 and 44, verse 44.
The book of John chapter 8 and verse 44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it.
So when we go in John 8 and verse 44, right? So as we go there, as the brother now read out, right? Say you are of your father the devil, right? So when we think again, so the Christian church make it to feel, and this is Christ again, right? And then right, this again, right? So now Christ bringing out some truth here, bringing out some truth and letting you know, hey, you're not following me. You know you're following the devil. That your father love everything. You love everything your father doing, right? So you know things. So when we go back here, you have your father the devil, right? So devil mean deceiver, right? Deceiver, slanderer, and all thing. And when you watch today and think today, I know that the hard thing about it, right? So now you had this discussion and thing with everybody. Like, who is the devil and thing? And they bring it out. So now, right, they don't know. But when they start to tell them, no, hey, devil mean deceiver. And then, now when they bring the deceiver now, part of it now, I say, but who is the deceiver today? And thing. You start to bring all the different things. Man marrying man, and thing. Right? You start to watch all the conquering and thing. Who start to conquer all these other nations and them. Who get the most independence from today in the world, and all these other nations and them. I think all the black Hispanics and Native Indian man go Venezuela, all we ask our brother, who they get independence from? Who Trinidad and Tobago get independence from? Who them Jamaicans get independence from? Who the Mexicans with I.S.U.P.K in the tribe and them today and thing, right? And then who they get independence from? Who America thing again, right? So again with all these the Native Indians and them again with the Mexicans and them, who they get independence from? Who went conquering and thing and taking people? Who's the one bombing? Who's the one today bombing people and thing? Who's the one bomb all these different nations and thing and now these other nations at war with one particular nation in face of the youth and thing. Who is these people? Them it's easy to point out, right? And I say deceiver. But now when you come and say hey, separate from them, you see all the evils and them. And now when we come again and think, so the I.S.U.P.K come out on the streets and these brothers come and come out and say, hey, you need to separate from these other nations because these other nations is the enemies and thing. Boy, or is racist, boy, or I don't like when the Mosai set up that for we was never to be integrated with these other nations, was never these other nations was to be coming with friends. Now they bring in the truth again and watch again. So now we are as Christ now bring it in and thing again. But you know what? We like everything again. This same deceiver. We like everything that this deceiver doing. You know the deceiver is the devil again, and you know what? We in abortion again. Watch again. The scriptures talk about and thing about abortion and all these things, and then most I say you know in your mother's womb and all thing, and a lot of that scriptures to continue backing it up and thing, right? And you know what? Here again, abortion claims, and which part these abortion claims is and thing in the same black man communities and them. Again when we go back and thing in the scriptures and thing. Right? The temple of Mosai, your body belongs to the Mosai, the temple of Mosai again. Watch now again. With the pushing, they are smoking cigarette lawful and all these things and showing you all these things again in the scriptures and thing, and you know again. So, and you see that and thing, you see the deceiver now when you went back and thing, you taking part in everything the white man thing, and when you tell you about separate from the white man, you don't want to separate from the white man because they love the white man. As the scripture thing, as we say, and the lust of your father you will do. So all these things we know think about again. You want to smoke, you want to smoke marijuana, you want to smoke cigars. So when at a certain level you're poor, you're down to the thing. It's like that level you're just with cigarettes and marijuana now and thing, right? And when you're up there now, you feel now, hey, you move out like all when we say like brothers and them like say in Trinidad here now you smoke is like you want to smoke the downhill is the highest like grade of cigarette, like downhill and thing. And when you go and check like outside now in the States and thing, it's cigar and thing now and thing, and again so like low down thing and we still in white man will and all the lost side and thing, and we realize that they're destroying we and we just and billion them nation of our riches of a thing we're not supposed to be taking part and all the same thing again. Pork and all that, pork, pig. As we said that day and all too, we eating all that and thing, we're not supposed to be eating and thing. Them getting rich with all the farms and them, and thing, and then after we putting all them thing in your body, and thing, and destroying your body, and thing, because the white man eating pork, right? Your favorite meat, you following white man and thing. Why the white man don't go and eat chicken? Why the white man don't go and eat goat? Why do you try to put goat and chicken and beef all in and push it up in them restaurant like if that thing and them meat? No, that is the white man meat, and everything when we watch it, we following the white man and all too again. When we not supposed to be eating them animals and them animals unclean, and just so the white man unclean, they're following the same unclean things the white man doing. Smoking is unclean. Eating pork, crab, shrimp, lobster is unclean. Man clean shaving the face and things, that is not the Most High. Putting yourself in a same unclean spirit and all too again. So that's why the Most High was always making separation right through one thing. The clean and the unclean. The circumcision and the uncircumcision. Most High was always putting that separation and all too. Even when David and all was going and fight and all too, David and all call Goliath and all. Oh, we say it again?
Uncircumcised.
Yeah, the uncircumcised and all too. These other nations is unclean, and we still want to. You hear these people are unclean and thing, and you still the same thing again. Like, you know what? Better Christ just follow Moses' law and all too, because you know Christ so loved me and all too. He gave me a chance to get it right and all too, and you know what? And all too, like way by. But let you know that ain't finishing it. That law ain't really finishing it. That's getting time to really get right, you know, because again, you don't want to hear, you will feel the wrath of the Most High. Now Christ come and take your warning to tell you come back and keep the Most High law. That's why Christ sent out all them disciples and things. And so it started with Peter, Paul, and then after it started to get Timothy and Titus and all things. I see keep on going today. And which I reach today to the I.S.U.P.K. and see the I.S.U.P.K. coming out and letting you know again, hey, when you come back to the Most High laws and them and then come back and keep the Most High laws. These things is not when you break the law, these things not agreeing with you. Agree. The other nations them is unclean. These things will not hamper them. There's uncircumcised and thing. These things not bother these other nations and them and thing. If I East Indian man, we try to be thing is they might start to get fever. If I East Indian try to be right, a white man try to be right, fever coming and all too and thing. He might if they try to be right, more corona might be catch them and drop down and thing. And then right, so no, these other nations is unclean. They're not of the Most High. That's why the Most High call them heathen again and again. This is another big one again in the scriptures again. So like what the Christian puts like the push that, you know, heathen is somebody ungodly, which is true. But what the Christian church do push again that heathen is the other nations and things. And thank God to the I.S.U.P.K. that the I.S.U.P.K. is letting you know that these heathens in the Bible means the other nations. So as long as it's not a black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, you are heathen. The East Indians and them are heathens. The Chinese man is an heathen. The white man is an heathen. The Arab man is a heathen. Them Africans and them all like to say that Africans sell Africans into slavery. No, Africans sell the nation of Israel into slavery. Them Africans and them are heathens and them, right? So this is what all these prophets and them was talking about. This is what Christ and them was talking about, right? So, and I go on to say he was a murderer from the beginning, right? And abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. Again, there is no truth in the white man. I can't say one thing on the face of the earth, the white man do good and thing. Up there, I can't tell come in my head, and you know what? Yeah, the white man this. And then after that, some people like to say, well, I are white in me and thing. And my eye was white when I was small. And then the full of the white man's spirit. And what your Christ saying here and thing. But again, the Christian church not pushing this and thing. What your Christ telling you here that the white man was a murderer from the beginning and thing, right? And thing, and we fail to realize that and thing, right? And you know, no matter how he says again, we people that's lost. And that's why as Christ say again, the blind will lead the blind and thing. So if we don't come out from that Christian church and if we don't come back to the people again, destruction to you black Hispanics and Native Indian who don't want to come back to the Most High Lord, who don't want to come back to the prophets, who don't want to come back to Christ, who don't want to come on to the I.S.U.P.K, who don't want to listen to the I.S.U.P.K, right? So yeah, as Christ says of your father, you're not waiting him. You love the white man and thing, and that exactly what as the day what going on. No matter what you see, and if you say the white man do, God love everybody. God love the white man. God love the Chinese and thing. And when all these other nations taking advantage of, and when going the scriptures and all and showing that hey, God do not love these other nations and them. And you see the way how God was talking to you, and you see the way Christ was talking to you, and like, all that still can't come out of your head. But if it can come out, at least the Most High say, everybody's going to hear this word, right? So no matter, again, and that's how they say in the scriptures, like, he says that prophet like appointed, like the death. So death is the last thing in somebody's life. So everybody, every black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man is going to hear this and thing. So don't matter you're in Jamaica, don't matter in England, right? Don't matter in India, wherever you black, Hispanics, and Native Indian man, you're going to hear this, and Musa is going to let you all hear this. And even all these other nations and all is going to hear it and all too. And all too. They're going to hear that Christ is a black man and all too. And all too, right? And who is God chosen people and all too. So again, and as I say again, all you are going to hear, and that's how the scripture say that hearers are the law, they are doers of the law and thing, right? So it have people again, they knowing the Israelites, and they do not the law and thing, right? And then after again, now with our brothers and them, now they get to understand the Israelites and they do follow the laws, all praises to them. And thing, right? So again, all the I.S.U.P.K again is here to bring the knowledge to the people and continue to bring the knowledge to people so you can wake up with people. Just as how all them disciples and them was doing in the scriptures and things, to wake up with people to let them know that hey, we the one should be ruling this earth and thing, right? So not like the horses, and thing now we see in the people and them who are the horses should be and the horses, them is the ones on the ground and thing, right? And the ones on the ground, them and the horses and thing. It gone totally around, but this is what Christ coming back under the spirit, and this is what the I.S.U.P.K coming back under the spirit that Christ will wake up with people to set back that ruling spirit on we, right? Give me Matthew 10. And that's the one, slack, that's the one. Matthew 10. Like, give me verse 1.
Book of Matthew 10. And when he had called unto him his 12 disciples, he gave them power against unclean spirits, to cast them out, and to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease.
Right, so again now, so this is Christ now, right? So we're going to the 12 disciples and them gain them power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease and things, right? So again it's actually another spirit that Christ, right? So the power to the love for his people to heal them to move away diseases and all these things, right? And now we are going to see so all this power again, you're going to see now who he had his love for and thing, right? And thing, right? So now you gain them power and thing, and you're going to see now because Christ and all been ordered to go to a certain people, which is his people, which is the 12 tribe of Israel, which is Israelites and them. All these different Israelites on the face of the earth today, which is the tribe of Judah, tribe of Benjamin, tribe of Levi, I.S.U.P.K, Zebulun, right? And thing, right? So this is telling them now to go to these other things and these other tribes and them, right? To go to the nation of Israel, right? And thing, right? We go miss out verse 2. We go call out all the different disciples and them, right? So we will go to verse 5.
Verse 5. These 12 Jesus sent forth and commanded them, saying, Go not into the way of the Gentiles.
Hold on. So again, now, so this is Christ again. As we say now before, as we said before, Christ been ordered by the Most High to go unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel and all too. And even the men coming under him is pushing that same order, same spirit and all too, right? Same spirit. No, nothing different, nothing changing, nothing. Christ come for the people, and same thing again too. Christ teach them brothers and them, and give them power, the same thing. So give them the power, teach them to push that knowledge, to let them know who they is, and give them all that knowledge, to let them know all these laws and things, to keep these laws, because these laws belong to you, Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians again. And see now we pushing it to let them know that, hey, well, do not go unto the Gentiles and them. The Gentiles in this scripture is talking about these other nations and them, right? So sometime now, this again now the Christian church now will think that, hey, but this is one again. This is one that like they say again, the should be pulling up, but they don't pull up this. So now we're not seeing it out in our comparison. Now they're saying to say something showing is coming up to show different in this year now. So like they talk about Gentiles and then and they went to the Gentiles, not knowing that hey, Gentiles refers to as in the Bible sometimes as Israelites breaking one falling these other nations and them. Right. And also Gentiles is also these other nations and them too. So at different times, just as we have strangers and things, and just as we have as enemies and all too, enemies sometimes in the Bible refers to as we own people and also the other nations and them. So again, they won't go to this one and all too. And think because now this one's going to show them up. I think they're going to show up these other nations and them, right? So he said, don't go to the Gentiles and them. Go ahead.
And into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not.
So again, a different set of people again, and God love everybody, and Christ love everybody, and look be telling men, hey, and he give them power to heal all manner of sickness, right, and all manner of disease, and he tell them, hey, why don't go there? And they saying that, hey, we love, and Christ love everybody. Mm-hmm. Nah, something wrong here right now, right? Well, go ahead, verse 6.
But go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
So I see here what Christ saying now. So this again now. So look at this nice, look at the nice spirit Christ are here. Look the love for Christ are for. Christ had the love for everybody. But who did Christ have the love for? Christ had the love for his people, for the 12 tribes of Israel. And then Christ didn't have the love for the other nations and them. So he directly said, do not go to the other nations and them. And then, right? And when we check out, we see all them things as Samaritans and all them things, right? When you check we go back to, let me see them Africans and them. You talking about, when we say Africans and Chinese and things, the Chinese population is in the billions, right? Right? And then after we go back anywhere, all them other nations' population today is in the billion. The Africans and them, the Chinese, all of them and things. And what you telling you? Hey, don't go to them. And then, so that like, Christ come for everybody, Christ income for everybody. What the big numbers, what is make up a nation and everything is millions going into billions of people that make up. And you like, hey, why you don't go to them? And then go to the lost sheep of the 12 house of Israel, right? Don't go to the other nations and them. Okay, man? So you see now a spirit of the most, you see the spirit of Christ, what Christ had a love for his people. And this is what Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians should do. Because again, Christ is of our lineage, right? And thing, right? We and Christ is of the same lineage, right? And thing, and same thing, we share the same forefathers. And this is again now. So if Christ having this love for his people and thing, right? And not for these other nations, why it is we as the nation of Israel, right, want to have this love for all these other nations when Christ was not having the love for the other nation. This is our king and thing, right? So again, the Christian church is not going to bring out that for you, but the I.S.U.P.K is going to bring out that for you. And you know what I.S.U.P.K is going to be? The I.S.U.P.K is going to be hated for bringing out these truths on them, right? Because the Christian leaders will bring out these truths because then why? They've been taught not to bring out these things on them. And even self they didn't think they do not know and understand the scriptures are the spirit of the Bible and the laws of the Bible and all too, right? Give me Matthew 19 and verse 13.
Book of Matthew, chapter 19 and verse 13. Then were there brought unto him little children, that he should put his hands on them and pray, and the disciples rebuked them. Continue.
Yeah, so this is the children and them, right? Like, oh, we go see this today, but like, Brian Lara, I say like Brian Lara now in the promenade or somewhere, or he somewhere around Trinidad and thing, right? And everybody now go on to come around and thing, right? And now he might be pumping with the few bodyguards and them with security and them, right? So now this is like like what Christ now and the disciples and them, but also now the disciples like standing guard around Christ and all to. So go ahead, verse 14.
Verse 14. But Jesus said, suffer little children, and forbid them not to come unto me, for of such is the kingdom of heaven.
So now, I see now them, the thing I will check back now, all them disciples, the same time Christ thing, like, to be standing guard, protecting Christ, right? And thing I say, not preventing everybody to come close to Christ and all too. So now it's like, hey, them little children, so Christ like, hey, little children, and them let them come now, right? And Christ saying, let the children come and ask me what questions and things. So just like, today we see somebody, some celebrity, black celebrity, and thing. I ain't talking about no white celebrity and thing, right? And thing, right? So you see today, some celebrity come and, that thing, hey, you can't come close and, like, hey, let that person come now, right? And thing, right? So Christ like, hey, let the children, Christ like telling you, hey, let the children come and talk to me, right? Go ahead to verse 15.
Verse 15. And he laid his hands on them, and departed thence.
Alright. So now all that to finish ask the questions and then Christ finish talking, right? Yeah, bye. And then listen to you like Christ go tell me, well, listen to your parents and all them thing, right? And be good and thing, right? So like they go on and thing, all the talk finish and thing, right? All the little tap on the shoulder and all them thing, right? Right? Go ahead to verse 16.
Verse 16. Behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good thing shall I have in life?
Alright. So verse 16, right? So this little youth man again, right? So as you see now, come back now and asking, and this again, this is the spirit of everybody like a young child should have and thing happen that spirit to know, hey, why have to do to I really have into our life, boy? Why have to do right for the Most High to bless me and thing, right? And thing, right? Go ahead.
Verse 17. And he said unto him, Why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is God.
So again also verse 17 and go, this is verse 17 and all too. So they call it, so the one who came as you say now, they want to come back now. So they tell Christ, hey, because all them things Christ explaining to him and thing and telling them what to do and this and that and thing and how to be righteous and things. Say tell him, yeah, you good and thing about it. You see what Christ do? Christ didn't take no glory to himself. He get the most high the glory and thing, right? And this is as we again as black Hispanics man and native Indian man and thing, right? Plenty things will be happening to we and thing, right? And when we do things we forget about the most high and all. Even in downtime and all too. You tend to forget about the Most High, and some of the times now, you only know the Most High for when we down and we there's no the Most High when we good and all too. And this is the spirit we should have. This is the spiritual we should have right through for the Most High and all too. So even Christ and all, right? But all this thing, Christ getting all this glory and all thing, and people telling him this and that and thing. And you know what he doing? He gain all the praises to the Most High, right? Go ahead.
Okay. But if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments.
So, the law's done away with. Christian just said the law's done away with. You say if you want to in life, keep the commandments. Yeah? Hey, we gotta stop eat pork, crabs, and stuff. Everybody turn on life. Hey, everybody turn on life. We gotta stop sleep with your brother wife. Hey, everybody turn on life. We gotta stop celebrate Christmas.
Right.
Keep the Most High Passover and thing, right? Because see again, say everybody turn on life. We gotta keep the commandments of the Most High, right? Go ahead.
Can. He said unto him, which? Jesus said, thou shalt not murder. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness. Honor thy father and thy mother, and thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
So Christ laying down all these things, say man, thing. Christ laying down the whole book of the law, for him, man, thing, and as you now say, right? So Christ gave him everything, right? Go ahead.
The young man said unto him, all these things I have kept from my youth up. What lack I yet?
So the Most High, so again now, he keeping all these things he say now, and then keeping all them laws and things. I ain't going against my mother and my father. I ain't stealing from my brother and my sister. I ain't sleeping with my brother's wife and thing. I ain't watching my brother's wife and thing. Right? And to start him, be had that acting here to go and sleep, but he doing all these things. So now you want to, well, what lacking me now? Because I want to know, right? Verse 21.
Verse 21. Jesus said unto him, if thou wilt be perfect, go and sell that thou hast, and give to the poor, and thou shalt have treasure in heaven, and come and follow me.
So now, Christ, now this boy have, now Christ know that, hey, this person who was talking to him, he has riches, right? So some of the things again now, when we check back in this world today and thing, right? Some people will be able to maybe keep the Most High Lord because the wealth and thing were around them, right? Also again, they might have that righteousness spirit on them here right now, right? So again now, and then after again now, some people have the wealth and there's no spirit of them in the Most High and all too, right? So some people again, like when we check like when we check like the day and all too again, some brothers and them, they mightn't have money to maybe go and feed the family and thing, and they all means out they might want to go and like to steal to go and feed the brother, because the nation of Israel is under a lot of pressure, a lot of oppression today, right? Because that thing, so some of the things that are making we unrighteous today because there are a lot of oppression is on we people and things today, right? So some of the means out again thing, and then after a year we comes into smoking and all these things when we're not supposed to be doing all these things, because all these other nations are putting pressure on us and it's taking advantage on us and all too. So one of the things we see now we own and the other now is the other nations and them is doing things for the nation of Israel to sin, putting drugs in our communities and all too. So now when our brother now he can make it in the academic pool and them, right, and thing, right? So like now can hold long certain jobs and all kind of thing, and now it's like easy means now they go and pick up a gun, pick up drugs, and now go and defend the block now, right? And again now, so when we start to do them now, we start to kill we brothers, we start now to destroy our own bodies and thing and this, and then after we start even now to sell your brother weed, sell your brother drugs now to destroy their own family and all that. We all see what drugs is doing blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians family today, right? And thing, right? So again, because some of the situation we in and all too, it causes us to sin under these other nations and all too. And some of it again now, it is our own doing and all too, again. And then after now, again, when you check back and all too, again, some people do not have that pressure, but they will have things easy to keep these laws and all too. There's no pressure on them and all too, right? But again now, there's another part Christ and all letting you. There's another part like Christ and all letting you know and all too. So if you feel it's just about keeping the laws and all too. Because you know there's more to that and all to say. Not just about keeping the Most High laws and all too, right? Go ahead.
Verse 22. But when the young man heard that saying, he went away sorrowful, for he had great possessions.
So Christ tell the young man, hey, you see all them things you had here? Go and sell it to the poor and thing, right? And then I said, no, what Christ is explain now, Christ really just explain like, you know, charity and help to his people and thing. They really see that if this brother go really help out his people and thing, like, you know, like, you go and sell these things and them to your people now, these things on them worth a lot of money, you sell it next to nothing, and you know, you can put a smile on your people and all too. So this is now what we brothers and them lacking when we see it, we brothers and them today. They come out from the ghettos and them, right? Which you already come from, and you totally forget about your people and thing, and now you put yourself now into all these other nations and them, which part it is and thing, right? So that as even somewhere we go in, as we and trade out here like what call the place like in Laramine again? Palmas. And think we find myself all in Palmas and want to be wrong them East Indians to show that hey, you black man and Hispanics man and think you make it and thing. Which really and truly you make it, because what you doing there? What you gonna do is just go and put yourself in that nation there and go and build that nation, because everything was wrong you and you have to spend and buy is around them. And when you can really go and help your people and thing, today you're not going and help them and all too. And then after now again we have brothers and them again. You seeing the wickedness of the people and thing, and they decide not to help, they decide not to say a word and thing. What's going on with people and them? Because you know why? Because they have the studying the wealth, if I see this and thing, I go lose. If I start to help my people more and thing, I go lose this and thing, right? But then again now when we check back everything now, you out of 800 Black Hispanics and Native Indian, and then after now you say, well, hey, you're trying to leave out your people and thing. It's just a fool you're really being and thing, because when these other nations could just bolt you out so easy and thing, they could even buy you out and all too, and you're just leaving out your people and you're forgetting your people and all too. So when you check back and all too, even as you say in the scripture about Christ and all there, you know, and all too, like, hey, disappointment and all to Black Hispanics and Native Indian men who have wealth and all to the people and all too, because why? You feel to show that brotherly love and think to your people and thing, right? So you say, hey, go and sell it to the way thing, go and make the poor and them smile and thing. You know what we turn around and he leaves Christ. They're rid of that wealth? Nah, me ain't doing that. When again, if you know as you know in the scriptures and thing, knowing that hey, you the Black Hispanics and Native Indian and thing, you is wealth on the face of the earth. And thing, and again now we Black and Hispanics and Native Indian, again, we brothers and them and sisters don't even know that hey, we is the ones to be ruling these other nations and them and things. So whatever these other nations and them, if we is the ones to be ruling the other nations and them, whatever these other nations and them have, that is ours, right? And things. So again, we rule the other nation, but we people don't even know, and that is the wealth of the Black Hispanics and Native Indian rulership on the face of the earth. We rule the other nation. We the one who should be ruling the earth, right? So again, if we come back to all these laws and things, and I think no $1 million, no 500,000 and thing in the bank and thing gonna make you feel it better than the black man who low and thing. You being around your brothers and sisters and thing and sharing that love, sharing that wealth, sharing the Most High laws, commandments, the Most High brotherhood and thing. That would be welcoming. And you know what? And again now, as they say, Christ and what you didn't give, or Christ like, oh, it is in scripture, what you didn't give any light and thing will be and thing it will come back to you and thing, right? So again, we should be showing we love right to whether the men above and the men to the bottom. We should be showing that love to the people right through and thing. But there's a big gap with the people and thing to all who is to the top and who is to the bottom. And again, and this is how Christ come back and let you know that hey, it is hard. Go ahead to the
continue.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. And the book of Matthew chapter 10 and verse 23. Then said Jesus unto his disciples, Verily I say unto you, Salakia, Matthew chapter 19 and verse 24. And again I say unto you, it is easier for a camel to go through. Salakia. Book of Matthew chapter 19 and verse 23. Then said Jesus unto his disciples, Verily I say unto you, that a rich man shall hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven.
So you see now again, so that one in a that going check back that again 1 in a million because the spiritual black Hispanics and Native Indian man or your spirit is not right when coming back to the Most High Lord. I don't have brotherhood and sisterhood with all your people and thing, and this is what Christ saying it is hard. So like again now, if you have 900 rich black Hispanics and Native Indian man, and the percentage of that maybe just about 10 of you all might make it in the kingdom of heaven. And for you want more rich people, you want more rich black brothers and them to come in the kingdom, turn to the I.S.U.P.K. Start listening to them classes Monday, start listening to them classes Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Every day of the week we have classes so we people and learn people know that who we is and what the Most High is expected of us as a nation being the nation of Israel, right? And thing, right? So you see again another spirit and when we watch back today now again, so like when we check back and thing, right? So all them, so we go back again, all them things, so we go back now in the bigger thing now. So you see all them pastors and them who hold now what kind of $1 million jet and thing. I seen all them $1 million houses all in Trinidad and thing, all in Tobago, all Barbados. I think we go all in the States, all kind of thing. And when you watch wrong and thing, all the people suffering, your people suffering, and they get to one thing and thing. You care about your people and thing. You don't care about your people. You care about yourself. You care about the white man. You care about the white man world. You care about the white man lust and thing, right? And when you check back all these, and when you check back again, all these rich pastors and all too again. When you check back and thing in the scriptures and thing. All these things that always had problems with these pastors and them taking all the money, not feeding back the money to the community, and yet again, there's always some problem with the pastors them molesting boys, the pastors them was committing adultery, the pastors them marrying. It always thing never stand up for the Most High and thing. And these are the ones again be people that keep on taking the money, getting them rich, and they do nothing for the community and thing. Where's all them pastors and today helping the black and Hispanics and Native Indian communities and them? There's nobody and thing. Only people doing these things right now is the I.S.U.P.K. And you've seen it in Jamaica, you've seen it in Trinidad, you've seen it in America, you've seen it in England and thing. These men are real men of the Most High who really love the people and who will do anything for the people and all too, right? And will continue to do anything for the people, right? You okay, man? Give me Matthew 22, 34. 22 and verse 34.
Matthew 22.
Can.
The book of Matthew, chapter 22 and verse 34. But when the Pharisees heard that he had put the Sadducees to silence, they were gathered together. Then one of them was a lawyer, asked him a question, tempting him, and saying, Master, which is the great commandment in the law?
So, again now, this is Christ and this is Christ again. So that's how we just be, that's how we just be in the streets and thing, right? So when we go back again and anything and I hear the I.S.U.P.K out on the streets and thing, I hear about all these different knowledge and thing and all these different things we answer and thing, and people will be amazed and thing, and you know what? Or it's still all that and thing and all too, and it's still there, you know that hey, or it's black, Hispanics and Native Indians and thing, like, you know, hey, King Solomon and thing, like, you know, hey, these nations and them, the poor diseases and all kind of thing, I know it's still again, it's still not coming back and thing, I same thing again. I know what all them thing and thing, we still amazed with all these knowledge and still we still in the white man, we still in the white man world today, right, and thing, and we still want to come out and the same thing coming here now one thing, right? So now when we watch back again now, it's the same thing again. Same spirit, the I.S.U.P.K are bringing out all that knowledge to people and thing and bringing this to people to let people know that hey, we is of the Most High and thing, and the things we saying is of the Most High. We're not going against, we're not adding, we're not taking away, right? Go ahead.
Come. Verse 37. Jesus said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, and with all thy mind.
Right? So when we go back and when we check back up to verse 36 now, it says, Master, which is the great commandment in the law? Right? And then I said, no, verse 37, he said, and Christ answered and said, Thou shalt love the God with all thy heart and with all thy soul and with all thy mind. Right? So again, when we check back this and all too, I say again, so we didn't have to. We already know that hey, if you love the Most High and then if you love God, you keep the commandments and thing, right? And I say no, you keep the commandment, not one you feel to keep, and you feel like hey, you know, I could eat goat, I could eat beef, I could eat chicken, but you know what? I go smoke and things. So you don't choose the commandments and them with them. Most I say to keep the commandments, keep all the commandments and them. Not to be choosing which commandments you have and thing. So you're doing all these things, you're doing it right through and thing. And thing, I ain't thinking which one thing. That's straight out and then after now when you know you have the commandments in the most in your mind and all too, you know, like anything coming up and all too, you know how to deal with that situation and all when that time comes, because you have everything right there, right in where we've been taught here. It's in your head right now to understand everything and apply everything when that time reach, right? And thing, right? Go ahead. This is verse 38.
Verse 38. This is the first and great commandment. So, and the second is
right. Hold on. So when you go back at this now, so this is the first and great commandment, right? So as you see again, right? So when we go back and thing, right? We really and truly when you check back on this thing, so Christ could say the next one coming up and what we already know was we had was to love we brothers and sisters, because all this was written already, right? So it was nothing new. And thing and also, so we say again, when you love the Most High, and thing, the love of the Most High is to keep His commandments. Now the Christian church and all tell you that hey, they love God and them have a relationship with God and thing. First thing first, you can't talk to God. And thing too, you talk to God is a dead man. And thing is a dead man if you say it. If you see God is a dead man, God is too powerful for you to be having a relationship with God and thing, right? So God leave words for you to follow with, and that is the King James Bible to all these prophets and them words on the face of the earth, right? So for you to follow and listen these words and them and to know who you is and thing. That is what is the love of the Most High, to keep His laws and statutes and judgments and commandments and them, right? Go ahead.
Okay. And the second is like unto it, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
So when we go back now and think, love thy neighbor as thyself and things. So now this is now the commandments more or less now we're not going against the brothers and we're not going against the brothers who want to go and sleep with the brothers' wife, want to go and thief from the brother, want to go and kill the brothers and things. So this is the commandments now we having like more personal now to we brothers and we sisters and things. And we're telling hey, if you think this. If you do this, you can't be doing that. If you love if you're doing these things, you ain't love your brother and thing, and you ain't love yourself because hey, if you really love yourself, you won't be doing your brother and them. You won't be doing your brother that. And if you love your brother, you and all won't be doing the things where you see your brother and all doing right and all too right. Or you follow the things your brother doing and all too. If you love your brother and all too and things, say you know you have a brother there, and think you follow the Most High laws. Follow the Most High laws, as Christ said, as Paul was saying, and all to follow me as I follow Christ and thing. So that righteousness and thing, and the same thing to come and repeat it and all too. So the same thing again. If you see a brother doing something off, don't do what the brother doing, but go to him and tell him, hey, that way you're doing it, that is not right and thing, that is not right solely and thing, right? And think this is the better way. This is how we should be doing this and thing. This is the better way to do this and thing. Go to your brother and think and stop leaving the brother to continue doing that because you being a brother and they're sleeping him and you didn't tell him nothing. They didn't care about it and thing. And this is again now it's so much see all the different spirits. So Christ was showing the charity, the help for his people. Christ showing the love for the Most High. Now even he's showing you like the love for your brother and your sister and all too. So all these different spirits and things what Christ which we keep on showing in the scriptures, and Christ had a lot of different spirits on him and all too. And this is how we should be following all these different spirits Christ have on him, right? Go ahead.
Okay.
Verse 40.
Verse 14.
I can go ahead now. So when we check here on verse 40 now, right? They say on Matthew 22 and verse 40, on these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. And thing, right? So now, again now, when we go back here now, I say I love the Most High and thing, right? The Most High say keep his law, statutes and judgments and thing. We know we have dietary law, we have feast days laws and thing. We have laws pertaining to the earth and all these different things and things. So as things goes by, if we go and plant vegetables and things, and we not to reap everything off the tree. We know to lead to the poor or leave for our brother. Somebody might come asking for something and thing, right? So there's again now when we keep all the Most High, we keep all the Most High laws, and then after now when we go back and then when we come back to the brother, love thy brother thyself and thing. Be like, hey, the things where you won't do, don't do it to your brother and them and thing, right? And thing, right? So again, this is all these things, the different things the Most High and Christ was showing, and Christ again was showing the Most High spirit on him, right? Christ never do nothing offer the Most High and thing, right? Christ obey the Most High 100%, right? And so today, the I.S.U.P.K is reason of brothers to obey and follow the Most High Lord and follow Christ. And with that, we say, pass the class over to Priest and Officer Yakad. And then, right, so we'll continue to spread this knowledge to the people, right? We have classes right through the week. We have classes on Monday with Officer McCarthy about history class. We have brotherhood class with Officer Sawapiala. Wednesdays we have you have the lower class, right? Where Officer Makoyat, right? Where I was holding on tonight, right? We have Thursdays, we have the scripture breakdown and also things what happen in history and what take place in reality with the scripture breakdown with General Hyman. And Fridays we have the Lakwadan Kadash, right? With Officer Yakad, right? We'll teach you back our native tongue, right? So we know that the English, all these things with English and Spanish and all the things, these was really our oppressors and them, the people who conquer and put us into slavery, pick up all these language from all these other nations and them and making me feel like we want to speak the best English and all that thing when that really not doing nothing for we people today, right? And on Saturdays we have the Sabbath service and all too. But understand how to keep how to keep the Sabbath, and also now with the holy convocations and all, which is the Most High feasts days and all, to get the full history how that went wrong and how it is to continue keeping with our family as generation come and as generation go and thing. We not to miss it and all too as a child. We want to keep them and show them that hey, these are the things we should be keeping and these are the things we should be staying away from, right?
Security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding GEN.YAHANNA. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or a sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or a sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or a sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers 18 and 21 and Malachi chapter 3 from verse 8 to 10. Means tenth in the Hebrew and is pronounced ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you to give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not magnatory. Whatever amount you would like to give. Upcoming Holy Convocation is the Memorial Blowing of Trumpets, which is September the 17th at sundown. You can find this in Leviticus chapter 23 from verse 24 to 25. Remind Akim and Akwathian to check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for I.S.U.P.K events and materials. If your brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he is to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, like skirt, like pants, like headband or scarf. And with that we say, I imagine, which means to rise and face the east. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabashemaya, Kwadash, Ayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakwafka, Taba'a, Ratazaka, Ayah, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Ayah, Bashemaya, Nathananawa, Lakam, Ka, Yawam, Wasalaknawa, Kawawatnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kawawatianawa, Wala'a, Tabayanawa, Wanasaiwan, Abol, Pawashainawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Amalakwa, Wa'ala, Wa'tapara, La'ai Walamium, Aman.
What we just said, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive our debts,
and forgive us our debts,
as we forgive our debtors, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Amen.
We're going to say all the hakak on the power. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Babukasha, Natan Lanawa, Hakak, Larapa'a, Kalmakaala, Kalmadawan, Akak, Lataha, Amatazaraya, Akak, Lahakwayam, Amatayam, Akak, Irapawa, Amataala, Lagarashan, Bahashem, Yahawashai, Tawada Haman.
What we just said, Yahweh, the name of Yahushua. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. All manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it.
What we're going to say now is the blessings. Barakata Yahweh. Wa Yahushua. Wa Makaala, Wa Alahayam, Matazabia, Alawap Yahana, Alawapyam, Hasaranyam, Akwatazanyam, Akalyanyam, Wa Akwafyam, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Wada Aman.
What we just said. Bless you, Yahweh. And Yahushai. And Michael. And angels. Commanding General Yohana. Generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. The sisters. Yahweh. The name of Yahushai. Thank you. So be it. You want to say the I.S.U.P.K curses? Blessed are you, Yahweh. King of heaven and earth. And all things living. Yahweh. The name of Yahushua. Listen to us now. Right now. Send evils and curses. And punishment and destruction. To the heathen. That speak against us. Like prophets. The teachers. The prince. The priest. The Israelite brothers. And the school. Send evils and curses. And punishment and destruction. To the heathen. And shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel.
Shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel.
That refuse to give to the school.
Force
their riches.
Enter into thy sanctuary.
Send evils and curses.
And
punishment and destruction.
To the Edomites.
The nation. And the drug dealers. Court system. Prison system. Planned Parenthood. All the government of our enemies. I'm listing of an army. Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, Skinhead, Paul Motazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet, and the airwaves, the cable access channels, the radio channels, convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in our way and try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues. Cause them to go to and fro throughout the earth and consume them. Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderers. Let Yahushua, Michael, and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all. That is the angels that done it. Cause it to be spread through the media. To the whole world. Cause them to shake up thy coming. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. Always. So be it.
What we're going to see now is he blessed Israel. Yahweh,
Bahashem,
Yahushai,
Barakana,
SHALAM,
Wahabiyah,
Saparium,
Barak,
Rapa,
Magan,
Commanding General Yohana, Generals, Captains, Officers, Troopers, Sisters, Children, the destroyed of Israel. I.S.U.P.K Trinidad and Tobago, I.S.U.P.K worldwide. Yakal, Amataza, Ada.
Brothers and sisters in the fighting coming in the truth.
Brothers and sisters fighting the coming to the
Brothers and
truth.
sisters in the I.S.U.P.K.
Brothers and sisters in the I.S.U.P.K.
Children and babies in the I.S.U.P.K.
Children and babies in the I.S.U.P.K.
Francois family. Brown family. Zion. Welsian. Daniela. Jamilia. Ashida. Angel. Nima. Khadija. Chantel. Trisha.
Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Hashem Yahushai.
Tawada Aman.
Tawada Aman. What we just said, Lord, in the name of Yahushai,
Lord, in the name of Yahushai,
bless us
bless us
and Israel
and Israel
and the school.
and the soul.
Bless,
Bless,
heal,
heal,
shield,
shield,
protect our loved ones.
protect our loved
In
ones.
the name of
In the
Yahushai,
name of Yahushai.
thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Sir, let's give the teacher a courtesy salute. Imagine Shabbat. Imagine Barak. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Barakatah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Barakatam.
At the top, let's give the sisters online a courtesy salute. Imagine Shabbat. Imagine Barak. Yahweh Shema